Tell us then, Kim, you've been waiting a long time to talk. Tell us what's happening with you. How is money affecting your mental health?
Hi, Winifred.
Hi.
Just to say, this is an absolutely wonderful program,
Oh,
and
thank you.
there needs to be more of these. So thank you so much for doing this. So, Winifred, my husband and I got into financial difficulty about 8 years ago when he had a mental breakdown, and I was left as the sole provider. Before that, I'd had blood clots on my lungs, and I couldn't
Oh,
work for 3 years. We got
gosh.
into quite a serious financial situation. But the reason actually why I'm calling is that at the time, after the blood clots and after my husband had his breakdown, I was like, I have a background in accounts and I have a passion for the mental and emotional side of healing. So I was like, at that point, I was like, right, we have to do something about it. And so I started improving my own money habits. The practical, what the experts were talking about, the things like the budgeting, cost control, the savings, sorry, one of your experts said, putting money aside when I had more money because I'm a sole trader. But what I started to do was to really look into the mental and the emotional side of money, which is why I'm so excited about this program, because there's not a lot of people talking. They talk about the practical side, but as you say, we've had COVID, we've had cost of living crisis, and people feel ashamed. They feel like Hannah said. She said she feels shame, she feels failure, she feels that her future is bleak. And one of the things that I learned during the work that I do. So now I do actually support people with courses and programs, and I work with councils. But one of the things that we found is that when people are struggling, they don't normally talk about it, so they don't even talk to their family about it at times. And that's obviously, my husband still suffers with mental health issues, and not being able to share is actually quite a big thing, because you don't get the solutions. So the solutions, like your experts have been giving, and so what we've actually done is we've started something called Money Chats. Now, as I said to Dave when I phoned in, the things that I'm doing at the moment, they're tiny things, but we've set up a group. I'm with an organisation called Enterprise Nation, which is a wonderful networking small business organisation, and we set up a money chat group and we meet on a monthly basis. And what actually interesting things that have come out of that are people don't know enough about. We just had a session on financial planning because we were all chatting last month and talking about how difficult things were, how slow business was, but people didn't know about insurance, about pensions, about inheritance. So we got together a whole lot of experts, and we just 2 weeks ago we held what we call a Money Chat panel event. And so what Dave actually said to me, are you finding that you're inundated with people? And I said no, because what's actually happening is that people are shamed. They feel embarrassed. And so actually what I found, because of the situation that we've gone through, we obviously understand what it is to struggle. We still struggle at times. We've just moved up north to decrease our rent. So we were in Bedfordshire and we're now in County Durham. And I think that when you actually start speaking, so this is why programs like this are so important, because what people recognise is they're not on their own. And I think that Hannah said that she was embarrassed to take money from her parents, and I would say, don't feel embarrassed. You know what? You'll be in a. At some point
Yes,
you'll be
that's
in
what
a
your parents
position.
are for.
At some point you'll be in a position to pay it forward. So
Yeah.
so you know what? We all do the best we can with the situation we given, and I think that actually talking about the money, that's why we are doing these money chats, is so important,
Kim,
and actually recognising you're not on your own.
thanks so much for that contribution. Thank you.